What up, peoples? What up? Just now getting a chance to do this. What up? I see you. What up, Josh? Kent, Kevin, what up? Mr. Butt Nation, what up, man? I gotta go and check your videos out, man. See what you've been talking about. There's a lot going on out here, I guess. What up, Chris? We got some things to talk about tonight. It's been a long day. Nah, Adrian, I feel you on that, man. This game Sunday is gonna be crazy. We're gonna talk about it though. We're gonna definitely talk about it. There's a lot going on out there on the scene, and I see it all. I see all of it. Oh, you burning a cig too? Yeah, we don't do cigarettes. We do cigars. I hope I'm not turning y'all into some smokers out there, man. This is a bad habit. All right, so I got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about. So I'm just gonna let y'all tell me what you want to talk about first. I'm going to check my let me go check my Instagram. All right, I'm back. Can y'all see me? All right, Kevin, you up first, man. You said is BA good for us. So here's the thing about BA, man. BA's a good coach, a great coach. And he is good for us. I think the thing about him though is when he looked at Tampa from a distance, when he looked at Tampa Bay from a distance, he saw a lot of pieces that we had and the talent that we had. And I don't think he realized the locker room dynamic that we had, the problems that we had with our mentality. So from a distance, if you look at Tampa on paper, it looks like we got the makings for a deep in the playoffs type of team. That with the right coaching, we can run the table. We can definitely run the NFC South with the right coaching. I don't think he took into account, and probably because he just didn't have the knowledge of our locker room, he didn't take into account our mentality and just the culture of losing that we got in our locker room. And so now that he's there, he realizes how seriously jacked up the mentality is and the culture of losing is in Tampa Bay. And I think it's shocking him. Like you can tell sometimes when he's in his press conferences how shocked he is to the core of how our team is built mentally and emotionally. And it's something that he's never dealt with. The places that he's been, he's never been in the locker room like we got, like, and dealt with the culture of losing like we, when he was with the Colts in Arizona and all that. These franchises don't like losing. They're used to winning, especially the Colts. They're used to winning. And all they want to do is get back to their winning ways. In Arizona too. Arizona, they went to the Super Bowl too recently. So they just needed that push to get them back to their winning ways. He came to Tampa and realized none of these people on his team know what winning is like. Consistently winning is like. The front office, the staff, nobody knows how to win. They know how to lose. They don't know how to win, and they're okay with losing. They don't like losing, but they have become okay with it. And I think he's realizing that now. And I think as he navigates the season, he's got to figure out with his brain, his coaching brain, how to change the culture of losing in Tampa. And that has really got him puzzled, because he feels like he put the right staff in place. He feels like he put they got the right pieces. Obviously there's a lot that we got to work on, but he feels like he got enough to at least change the culture, but he doesn't have it. He doesn't have enough. He's going to have to put on a full court press in order to change this in the time that he probably thought he would be able to do it. He probably thought within at least half a season or maybe a season that he'll be able to change it, but I think he's realizing that it's going to take a lot longer than that and a lot more than that. So BA is the answer. I question if he's going to have the right. Is he going to have the strength, the mentality to last, because he's already retired and came back for us because he thought that all we needed was that great coaching and that staff, and we need a lot more than that. So if he's going to stay, and that'll be the test, if he's going to stay those 3 years or whatever it's going to take, then we can make something happen. But I'm gonna tell you, Tampa, if BA leaves, if he retires, that's the worst thing that's going to happen to Tampa if he does that. So I just hope that whatever he needs from Jason Light gives him. If he wants to give the next 20 years worth of first rounds to get his quarterback, whatever he needs to. Jason Light and the Glazers need to make sure they give it to him. If they do not, he's going to leave and retire, is what I suspect. Okay, let me see what's next. All right, let me go back to my Instagram here. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna scroll up on this chat here. OJ Howard. Oh man. I've heard some people say that Tampa don't really have anything that anybody on their team that anybody wants for the price that we're gonna probably charge. But OJ Howard is expendable in this offense. I don't like that, but the truth of the matter is OJ Howard is very expendable. And then he went and pulled his hamstring. If we were going to do anything, move any pieces, it would have been OJ Howard. But now that he pulled his hamstring, man, I it's like you get the feeling that the damn ship is crashing. And then all it's going to take is one big injury to just send this thing just down the toilet. But what Byron Leftwich has to do is change his offense up to feature the weapons that we have at tight end. He has to. Up to this point, he hasn't done that. We've featured our tight end over the past like 3 or 4 years. When we had just Cameron Brate, we featured our tight end. And when we got O.J. Howard, and since he's been on this team, we featured a tight end. And we're just not doing that this year. We lost Adam Humphrey, which we'll get to, which was our third down threat, our short yardage threat. And the thought was we would lean more on our tight ends, and we're not doing that. What this offense, Byron Leftwich's offense, commands is that third receiver to save the world on third down. And he has to see that it does not have to be that way. They put Bobo Wilson in there. Bobo Wilson ass is trash, man. What the? He can't do anything. And so, and Jameis was trying to get him the ball, and he just wasn't catching it. And he's not the answer. He has to change up his offense and feature a tight end. O.J. Howard, I thought that since O.J. Howard made it through the trading time, that after this bye week, when they went and self-scouted and looked at the team, that they would that they probably wrote some or added some plays to the playbook that featured the tight end, and then he goes and pulls his hamstring. And so I don't know what caused, what they were doing. I know they were practicing, but what kind of plays they were running. I would imagine that they were working on some tight end sets and some tight end work. And so his workload increased this week in practice, and that caused him to pull his hamstring, because up to this point they haven't been featuring and working with him. So I don't know what's going to happen, man, with that. That's just crazy, man. The secondary is fixed. Oh no. I know a lot of so I cannot believe that all of those corners just went all over the place in via trade, and we didn't get one. We didn't snag one of them. I would have liked just a veteran. You don't even have to be the best corner out there. Just some kind of vet presence in the damn locker room might have helped. Because maybe that vet got it up here. He just ain't got all of the necessary skills. But he could have helped train those young boys up and been that veteran leadership. And I'm pretty sure they were in the Jalen trade talks, in a couple of the other corners that went around talks, but we just wasn't willing to give up what they were asking for. Or that player just didn't want to come to us. I don't know. But I just cannot believe we couldn't grab one damn corner, just one. Hell, it didn't even have to be a corner, one defensive back. I just can't believe he couldn't make that happen. I mean, Jason Light's been doing this for a long time. And he ain't going nowhere. He got extended, so he ain't going nowhere. So man, that's crazy. Let me see. Jameis, O-line, and DBs in that order. I told y'all in my previous video that Jameis wasn't the answer, and I still do believe that. But I do believe he's going to come out after this bye week and be a lot better. But he's going to fall back into his ways when the pressure is on him. That's just what he does. Like, he can have a great game so long as he feels comfortable. Here's my problem with that, and I'm finna talk to you, you nut huggers out there, you Jameis Winston nut huggers. Here's what I've heard from y'all this whole time. You've said all Jameis needs is an O-line. All Jameis needs is a good defense. All Jameis needs is a run game. All Jameis needs is a better play caller. All Jameis needs is a better head coach. All Jameis needs is better wide receivers. Y'all have essentially said Jameis Winston needs the perfect team in order to play better. That's the problem. You have named every single position on this team that Jameis Winston needs in order to be better. And if he needs all of that to play good, then they just might as well bring me in. They need to bring Mr. Buck Nation in. Right? Just bring us in. Because if you're gonna give me all of that, if you're gonna give me a great defense, a great offensive line, great wide receivers, great tight end, hey, I can drive down the field. Tampa 2 can get 14 on you. I can dink and dunk down the field. Shit, I can throw accurate for at least, in the NFL, I can throw accurate for at least 12 yards. I mean, completely accurate in the NFL. If you're gonna give me all of that. That's saying a lot. When you say that, that's saying a lot. Is you need all of this in order for him to play well. And so you look at him and you go, he's ready to be a superstar. He's ready to take off. Just get him, just make everybody around him perfect. He'll be good. That's so then I ask you, would you rather have, and I want you to think about this, would you rather have Jameis Winston or any of the new rookie quarterbacks or sophomore quarterbacks? I'll even go as far as Sam Darnold. And the Jets are trash. Would you rather have Jameis Winston going forward, or would you rather have Sam Darnold learning? That's I would rather move on to a new guy under Bruce Arians and Byron Leftwich tutelage and see where we go with him, than to accept what we've already seen for the past 4 or 5 years. I'll just give me a new guy and let's start this thing over with the pieces that we have in place and the coaching that we have in place and everything, with all the weapons that we got. I just rather start over. That's just me. And so if they decided to do that, I'll be on board with it. Let's bring a new guy in here and let's just see what we got. Can't be no worse than what we already got. Can't be no worse. You can find any quarterback to be sacked 4 times and throw 4 picks. You can go and get the guy that sells hot dogs in Tampa Stadium and put gear on him, and he will throw 4 picks. So let's just start over at the quarterback position. Why not? Now is the perfect time to do it anyway. And here's the thing too, Jameis Winston nut huggers. If we keep Jameis, and even if we franchise tag him, that is a lot of money being sucked up by the quarterback position. When you're playing like someone we can pay $4 million a year. If you're playing at the level that we can pay someone $4 million a year to perform the same way you're performing, why pay you $25 million a year? Why do that? Economically, that don't make sense. Because guess what? All of this stuff that y'all are saying that he needs to be good, that costs money. And so if you let Jameis Winston soak up all this money, we won't be able to get it. We already can't get it, and we got the money. Once we pay him, we ain't gonna have the money. I'm not saying the guy, well, yeah, I am saying he trash. But I'm not saying the guy can't be serviceable and he can't be better. But what's the threshold on that? Is it 5 years? Is it 10 years? Do you want to wait 10 years? Are you saying, well, let's give him 7 years. 7 years in the league, and if he's not good by then we'll stop. Well, let's give him 10 years in the league, and if at 10 years he's not good, then we'll stop. You got to come up with a threshold on this stuff. You got to figure out when is enough with the experience. And I'm ready to move on. Jameis ain't a bad guy, man. He's a good guy, and I like him. He's a cool guy. Once he stop acting crazy in the streets out there, He's a family man. I'm sure he's a wonderful person to have a beer with. I'm just done with the experiment. The O-line, it's going to take at least 3 years to build a strong O-line. At least 3 years. It's going to take multiple number 1 draft picks in order to build this line the way it needs to be built in order for Jameis to be successful. Because he's had serviceable offensive lines in the past. 2 years ago, he had a great offensive line, a pretty good offensive line. I would venture to say last year he had an okay-ish offensive line, okay-ish. We only won 6 games. So that means that he needs a great offensive line. Okay, I hear you, Jameis Winston fans. Guess how long it's going to take to build that? BA will not be under contract by the time we build that. But if we build that, then we're not building our cornerbacks, which we so desperately need. So we got to make a decision on where we're going to spend our money at. We won a Super Bowl with Brad Johnson. Brad Johnson. Right. The Jaguars almost went to the damn Super Bowl with Blake Bortles. That's right. Blake Bortles. And he shouldn't even put on a uniform. I say that to say this. I do not want to spend that kind of money on a quarterback that is not worth it. He hasn't shown that he's worth it. And if we're going to build this offensive line like you all say we need to be successful, it's going to take time and money and patience. I don't have the patience. Jameis Winston has run out of time. And if we pay him, we won't have the money. So it's just a bad combination. The D lines, we can fix the D line. We can fix the defensive backs quickly. That's going to also cost money, but we can fix it very quickly. That's one of the positions that we can fix. We can turn that around in the season. We just got to go in there and we got to pay some people some big money. And Tampa has shown that they'll do that. Tampa has shown that they'll pay some defensive linemen. I keep saying that. Tampa has shown that they'll pay cornerbacks to come here. I would rather they either draft a quarterback or bring up the backup to start, let Jameis Winston go, and throw money at the offensive line and the defensive backs and the cornerbacks. That's what I would rather they do. Because given what y'all said, if we got a better offensive line, a better defense, given that, pretty much any serviceable game managing quarterback will be successful in that offense. So then let's just do that. But if we pay Jameis Winston, I am telling you, we will not be able to build up this team in short order by doing that. We just won't be able to do it. We won't be able to afford it. And it'll be more years of this. That's what I think. Let me see. Let's go back up here. So we got Kent question there. I think he saw talent, but not losers. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying, Kevin, man. BA didn't see that because he can't. He's not in the building. And Jason Light ain't in the locker room. So he just didn't see that. And now he sees it. He sees when the bricks start to fall, the whole house just falls. He didn't see that. Because he's not privy to that. Bucs fans know about it. He didn't know about it. Because he just looked at his ability to coach and the staff and team he was putting together and was like, oh yeah, with all that talent they got over there, this is a walk in the park for me. I'm a beast. But one thing he didn't foresee is that damn losing culture. J. Boo is not the answer. Moving on. Oh, I already answered that, Chris. Yeah, I feel like we got to move on, man. Our organization as a whole is not good. Yeah. We've been that way for a while, man. We just not good. And let me tell y'all something like this. And I'm gonna mention this. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. Don't let anybody tell you how to be a fan. Being a fan of a football team costs you money, time. For some of us, anxiety causes us to drink and want to fight. I don't care what type of fan you are. You be whatever fan you want to be, because you're spending your time and your money, your viewership on dealing with this team and watching this team. So don't let nobody tell you how to be a fan. You be whatever kind of fan you want to be. There's no authority on fandom, not one. You be whatever type of fan you want to be. If you want to be a bandwagon fan and you only want to come around when they win, so what? Do that. Because your dollars go into this team and your time. So don't let nobody do that, man. I just want to put that out there. But this organization is not good, man. And it seems like no matter what we do, we kind of fall back into the same routine, the same pattern, because of that that losing culture, man. The Browns got it bad too. We the Browns of the NFC South. It's like, and the thing too is when we start losing a lot, Buck fans get frustrated, but it's the same old, and that's why we get mad. It's just like, it's the same old shit every single year. We have come to expect mediocrity from them. We don't expect them to be good. We want them to be good, and we hope that they're good, but we just come to expect that they're not going to be. And so when we start seeing these little signs of another failed season, by week 4, we're already like, same old Bucs, man, same old Bucs. But if they are the only people that can change that. The way our fans react to our team, they got to change that. It's not on us to change how we think about the team. It's on them to change our minds. Bucs should hire Lynch for GM, or Derrick Brooks and Warren Sapp, hell, even Rondé. Hey, I always wanted Derrick Brooks to come. You know, Derrick Brooks coaches he did coach, I don't know if he still does, the minor league, the arena football team. And so I said, well, maybe he wants to try to come into coaching. But understand, just because somebody's a good player doesn't make them a good coach. Even if they're inspirational and all that, that don't mean they can draw up those X's and O's. I wanted Derrick Brooks to come in and coach in some capacity. But honestly, like, the defense he played in is not good enough today to work. Somebody will carve that up. And you already saw that when Lovie Smith came to coach us. He tried to run a hybrid of that Tampa 2 defense, and that shit got shredded up. And that's the defense Derrick Brooks played in. So I don't know how good of a coach he would be. But I do think he needs to be a part of this team in some capacity. Warren Sapp, I can't mess with Warren Sapp, man. Warren Sapp ass is crazy. Like, I don't know what's wrong with him mentally. Like, he get in a lot of trouble, and I wouldn't be able to trust that he'll be able to, if you pay him the type of money that it would cost for him to coach, and he gets back in the spotlight like that. Because Warren Sapp joining the coaching staff it'll be damn breaking news. And he's already been in the spotlight and he messed that up several times. So to put him back in the spotlight like that, I don't know if he can handle that kind of notoriety again, and be trusted to stay with us all season without getting his ass in trouble. What up, Kenneth? I see you. Jay Sean, game this Sunday. So I don't think I don't know, cause man, I tell you what, this game on Sunday gonna be kind of crazy because the Titans ain't a good team. I won't say that. I will say the Titans are not and a team that we can't beat, and we should beat them. They having quarterback problems just like we having, but these one of these games that could go either way, and we should win, but we damn sure could lose. I know that sounds crazy, but we should win, but we certainly can lose. And a loss to the Titans would be demoralizing. You would then see a rapid decline in this team if they lost to the Titans. And then it seems like our schedule is filled up with people with ex-Bucs, like, because now we got to go against Adam Humphries, who was our third down threat this whole time, and so are they going to be using him? Is he healthy? I hope he ain't healthy, but if he healthy, I could see them just using him to kind of come at us. But I don't know what they're doing with their quarterback situation over there, because I think they sat Mariota last game, so we'll see, man. I do got us beating the Titans just because we had that long break off in that bye week, and we were able to self-scout, and we were able to kind of have an early look at the Titans. So I do see us beating them. I just don't want the fans to get too hype about it if we do beat them, because that's not really saying much. Teams like that we supposed to beat. So it's almost like if we do beat them, it's like, yeah, we supposed to beat them, you know. And if we lose to them, it's like, yeah, well, we kind of the same team. So I guess, you know, it's whatever. We got to beat a team that's about something, that's got playoff implications. Them the teams that we got to beat. The Bucs ain't never had a problem beating those scrub teams, or being in the game with scrub teams. They never had a problem. They got a problem with beating teams that present them a challenge. And if you got dreams of going to the playoffs, and I do say dream, you got to be able to beat those teams, or at least make it very convincing when we play them. So OJ has made it glass. He do get hurt every damn year, man, like every single year. And I said at the beginning of this year, this man gets hurt every year, and just like Gerald McCoy used to, every year is something. It's like, damn, man, like, bro, stay healthy, man. What the fuck wrong with you? If it ain't your leg, it's your arm. If it ain't your arm, it's your chest. It's your asshole. Like, there's always something wrong with you, man. Like, I don't know. I tell you what, after this season, if somebody want OJ Howard, man, and they make us a pretty good offer, we might have to let him go, especially if we're gonna keep if we're gonna write his ass out of the offense. And we completely wrote Cameron Brate ass out of the offense. I don't know what the hell. This man had a monster season, like top 3 tight end in the league. And the next year we just wrote his ass out of the playbook. And he's been out of the playbook since then. Is he hurt? Like, what's wrong with him? I don't know. Anyway, a lot of our picks set us back years. Yeah, I know, man. You're right, Josh, man. Like, that kicker set us back. Vernon Hargreaves set us back. That was an opportunity to get a top corner, and we picked him. That's why I don't like Jason Light, man. You got to do better than that. Brashard trash me. Man, look, he coming back. But you know, they was up there in the press conference talking about, yeah, we get Brashard back, and that's good. No, how? Why? What did Brashard Perriman show you that said getting him back is going to make a big difference? Please show me, BA. I hope this playbook, these plays y'all got set up for the Titans displays this impact that Brashard Perriman is supposed to make to this team, because I don't see that. A-Rod, man, I didn't see it, man. Like, what difference did he make to the offense? I know you looking at the offense without him and saying, man, the offense is stuttering or sputtering without him, so he had to make an impact, and I don't believe that, man. Like, we just play different teams. Every team that we done played got great defense. That's why. They just have great defense. The Saints got a great defense. The Panthers got a great defense. It's just the teams that since he's been gone, we just facing great defenses. What up, Hip Hop Fresh Forever? Hooligans, man. Hooligans. What up, Alvin? Jason ain't it. I feel you on that, bro. He ain't it, man. Jason ain't it. I keep telling y'all. I'm not saying he hasn't made some okayish pickups, but I think it's his scouting department, man. I just think they're giving him bad information. They have to be, because no GM worth his weight would like pick a kick in the set. Anyway, what up, Shamir? Kind of like that. I like Dak Prescott, man. I would definitely like to get Dak Prescott. VH3, yeah, man. How they didn't see how trash VH3 is, man. Like, how they didn't see that, man. I'm not saying the kid wasn't good in college, but bro, you know what make an NFL corner, and you know what division we in. You got to face Julio Jones, Mike Thomas. You got Cam out there. How you didn't know he wouldn't be able to kind of take the cornerback position and like do something with it? Like, how you didn't know that? Like, that kid is not it, man. He a slot corner or something. I don't know what the hell. I don't know. I'd rather have Glennon back. Now that's a stretch. That's a damn stretch. Glennon ass is trash as fuck. Like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that Mike Glennon. I like Mike Glennon as a Mike Glennon was okay. He was serviceable, but he is certainly a backup. You want him to come in for a week or two. That's it. Glennon was all right. Just need a coaching staff around him. Glennon had that damn Napoleon Dynamite, man. I mean, Napoleon Dynamite. He do look like Napoleon Dynamite. Glennon had that Napoleon complex, man. He thought he was bigger than what he was at the quarterback position. He can't lead a franchise, man. They gave him a chance in Chicago, and he fucked it up. And he's been out of football too long now, but I do think he should have stayed the backup and stayed his ass here instead of going to Chicago and then going to damn Arizona. He should have stayed his ass as a Buck. He might have been all right after being around for a little while, but he definitely can't lead a franchise. Let Winston walk. I can't take four interception games. Yeah, I know. It's time for him to go. We should get Jalen Hurts or the LSU quarterback. Hell, I can talk Andrew Luck out of retirement. Yeah, you ain't getting Andrew Luck out of retirement. Andrew Luck got his head banged up enough. If you follow my Instagram, you will see the quarterback I said we should get. And he plays for Washington. And his name is Jacob Eason. Eason. Jacob. That is our number 10 for Washington. He is our quarterback. He is who we should get. If you ain't seen him, go look him up. Number 10 for Washington, Jacob Eason. I think you pronounce it Eason. That is the quarterback of the future. That is Tampa 2's pick. You pick up Jacob Eason. I'm ready to see what Griffin. Yeah, man. Man, I want him. I wish they would come out of this bye week and let see what Griffin can do, and just tell Jameis Winston, yeah, we done with you. I want to see what Griffin can do, but I would tell you if we continue to lose and we get to the point where we're out of the playoffs, I think you will see Griff make his grand entrance. And if Griff start to go off, that can be good or bad. It could be good if he start to go off and he continues to play like that on to the following season, because if he start going off and win games like who did that? That kid out there in Carolina. That kid just came in the game, Kyle Allen, and all he do is win. But can Kyle Allen do that next year when he's the starting quarterback and the franchise is turned over to him? Can he still do that? Maybe he can. The curse on Tampa is Griffin will start doing well, We'll let Jameis Winston go, turn the keys over the griff, and he just turns into trash. And we go, God damn it, here we go again. And then they're gonna give him 3 or 4 damn years to be trash before they actually. That's why I say, man, just get a new quarterback, man. Our O-line is trash. Most QBs are struggling. That's correct, man. But it ain't that you struggling. It's how you struggling, man. It's how you struggling. Andrew Luck had a trash offensive line. Trash. That's why his ass ain't in the NFL no more. But he ain't never looked like Jameis Winston. And he was hurt. You gotta understand, Jameis Winston ain't even been hurt like that. I think he had a shoulder like 2 years ago where he was out, but Jameis Winston ain't even been hurt like that in his 5 years that he been here. And he's still trash. Like, he has no shit game experience for 5 years. He ain't even been hurt like that. If he'd have had an ankle and a shoulder and a this and a that, and he was so damn banged up and so he was playing hurt like Cam was, then I may be able to give him a little bit of bail. But nah, I can't. He been there. He been here. You know, they was talking about Cam coming to the Bucs. They started to throw that out there to kind of see if it'll catch fire. A healthy Cam in a Buc uniform after sitting out for the rest of this year. And I don't like Cam. But that's because he's a Panther. I don't know. I ain't saying that. They threw it out there. Let me see. Oh, Tua. Yeah, I like Tua too, man, but I don't think we're gonna be able to get. I don't think we'll be able to get the Tua. Bruce the guy sounded like he was done with Winston. Yep, he did, and he said, look, I understand he did that, but he can't do it again. He said, I'll worry if he do that again. Newsflash, BA, he's going to do it again. You know that. He's going to throw 4 picks again. You look at the rest of our schedule, he gonna do it again. Then I want to see what BA got to say then. What's up, Carlos? Hooligans. Carlos, another one of my day ones. There's a lot of my day ones up in here. Facts. Yeah, man. Jamil, yeah. Levon. We all Bucs fans. Winning or losing season, Bucs fans. Yeah, man. Like, it don't matter what the Bucs do, we gonna be Bucs fans. I'd have tried to be another fan of another team. Like, just the thought of it, I can't do it. I was like, maybe I should be a damn Saints fan. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't. This is my team. Win or lose. I can't switch up like that. So we gonna be here every year waiting on them to do something. Starts from the owners. Yeah, you're right, man. Cause, man, ever since, like, when the Glazers took over, you saw a little change. You thought we had a little something, but then they went through that phase where they was being real damn cheap. Back when we had Mark Dominic as our GM, they had this cheap phase that they went through, and we just ain't never been able to recover, man. We just ain't been able to recover. He said, I've been a Jameis supporter for 5 years. I'm ready to move on. Hey, kept telling y'all, man, he wasn't the one. We can't get our own way. Yep. Who's being cheap? Glazers are not cheap. Oh, wait a minute. I said they had a cheap phase. They're not cheap today because of that phase they went through. But we are still trying to recover from that. We let great players go. Man, Michael Bennett. How do we let Michael Bennett go? I ain't even going to go through the list of players we let go, but we could have had something, man, with the players we let go. These players we let go, man, they went to other teams and showed out. How we let Michael Bennett? We had talent. You remember all them D-line problems we had, man? We had somebody like that, a monster on our D-line already, and he wanted pennies to stay here, and they did not pay him. He went on to win a Super Bowl, man, and was a reason why they won a Super Bowl. A big part of the reason. He passed his prime now, but we had him here. I mean, we can go all the way back to Steve Young. Y'all know Steve Young had a Bucs uniform on? That ain't got nothing to do with the Glazers. I'm just making a point. We be having great players, we just let them go. And we hold on to trash. We keep the trash and we let We let Doug Williams go. Like we keep the trash. But the players that we should keep, we just let them go. The one time we didn't do that was when we won the Super Bowl. After that, everybody can go. If you good, you got to go. That's called being cheap. Let me see. Yeah, you gotta have the right players to play cover two. Cover two, or the Tampa 2 defense where the middle linebacker drop back. You have to have very specialized talent to play that defense today. Very specialized talent. You have to concentrate on building that defense. You have to be very deliberate in how you pick people for that defense. Humphries was my dude. You're gonna see a whole lot of Adam Humphrey. A whole lot. Watch. Might be time to blow it up. It ain't time to blow it up yet. We got a good little foundation. It ain't time to blow it up so long as we don't overspend at the quarterback position. It's almost time to blow it up. If BA walk away and say, you know what, I'm done, then it's time to blow it up. Just blow it up at that point. Bring in a new coach, bring in a new GM, and then blow it up. Do a fire sale like the Raiders did. Just do a fire sale and then start building your team from there. Only wide receiver that, oh, wait a minute, I just skipped somebody. I see rookie quarterbacks having success every week. A rookie quarterback can get us 2 wins. Winston is not the most accurate quarterback. He's hit or miss. We could use that money for a veteran DB. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can get an offensive lineman and a DB for the money y'all trying to pay Winston, man. And bring a rookie in. These rookies are having success. That is right. He ain't showing me nothing to spend that money on him when we got so many gaps. I like Chris Godwin, man. Passed on Derwin. There you go. That's another one. Passed on Derwin James. These QBs coming in are overrated, and they might be. But my point is, are they playing? Is Jameis Winston outplaying them week in and week out? Or are he playing as good as they are or not as good as they are? If you've been in the league for 5 years and you're playing as good as they are, these rookies that are just now coming in are playing, I get it. Offensive line, I get it. Still, I understand he was under duress. I get it. And I get the offensive line is trash. But y'all are going off of one game and saying he was getting his ass beat. Or y'all going off 2 games. I'm going off 5 years. Not just 2019 season. I'm going off 5 years of evidence that tells me it's time to move on. Not just because that's the only argument y'all are making is like, yo, he's under duress. We need O-line. I got you. We do need O-line. But when he had a serviceable O-line, he was still doing this. Don't go off just this year. Go off 5 years. I'm telling you, any job in America, if you work at Walmart and you was performing the way he performs week in and week out, even if they understaffed, and your ass would be fired, man. You'd be fired. You won't get a raise. We need to tank. No, we ain't definitely gonna tank. BA ain't got it in him to tank. Oh, JPP, yeah. Shout out to JPP, man. That's a good point, Ken. JPP coming back. D-line gonna be a little bit more menacing. And I like what we was doing with the D-line for most of this damn season so far. They got some games they be taking off, but JPP gonna bring a different dynamic because they are starting to plan for Shaq Barrett. They have completely neutralized Shaq Barrett. But guess what? With JPP in the lineup, they ain't gonna be able to do that. I'm just curious how they're gonna work him in there. Trevor Lawrence, I seen his name thrown around there. I seen Trevor Lawrence's name thrown around. Let Winston play. He would get us the record we need to draft a high enough QB. Damn, that's a good point. You know what? Let Winston play it out. 6'5" white boy that got a cannon. He'll mix of Manning and Favre and a little bit of Russell. That's a lot. He ain't coming out to 2021. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, man. Look up that boy, man. Jacob Eason, man. What up, Clutch? Yeah, man. Finally, man. You right. You gotta join my Instagram. Y'all go over to my Instagram, man. I put it up there earlier today that I was gonna come in live, so y'all will know what's going on. Jalen Hurts. It's a lot of good quarterbacks, man. Y'all trying to say they're overrated. They ain't overrated. It's a lot of good quarterbacks coming out. Say, Griffin like 30. Yeah, he might be 30. I don't know how old he is, but he don't got no miles on him though. He ain't got no miles on him. He ready. We need an O-line. Yeah, man. We can do it, but if they pay, look, they can't fix everything in the draft, and free agents don't want to come to Tampa. If they pay Jameis Winston that money, we ain't gonna have the money. We ain't gonna have the leverage. See, money talk, bullshit walk a million miles, man. Bullshit walk a million miles. We gotta have that money. We ain't paying no quarterback. Cam will ball out with us. Hey, look, I didn't say that. I didn't bring it up. They brought it up. The media brought it up. Because Kyle Allen out there doing his thing, and Cam might want to get back at the Panthers. And a healthy Cam in a Buck uniform can move away from this line that's trash. I can see why they would bring that up. All I'm saying. I ain't flying the Cam flag. I'm just saying that's what they talking about. Peyton Manning threw 6 picks in his 10 years in the league. People keep bringing up Peyton Manning, and when Peyton Manning came in, rookies were not playing the way they're playing now. When Peyton Manning came in the league, it was all about running backs. Starting at the Pop Warner level, the focus was on improving the running backs position. So at every level of football, they were focusing on running back and creating these great running backs. That's not the case today. Just like in the NBA, at younger and younger levels, the focus is shooting. They are creating these kids to be expert shooters. That is the focus. So when you come in the league now, you got to be able to shoot. It ain't about crashing boards and putting a body on a man and being strong and all that. It's about stepping back and popping the J in their face. Same thing with the NFL. The NFL is a quarterback-driven league. They're starting at very young levels to focus on quarterbacking, being a quarterback, throwing accurate, deep, accurate, short, accurate passes. So these rookies that are coming in are expected to be able to get into a pro offense and start playing. When Peyton Manning came in, it wasn't about that. That's why he had Adrian James. That was the focus back then, man. You can't keep saying that. Born and raised in Tampa. Yeah, a lot of talent. Yeah, man. Humphrey, Quan, Lynch, Sal. Yeah, I know, man. I'm trying to tell you. Man, I'm way behind y'all. I got to catch up, man. I'm way behind y'all. Winston will never be top 10. You know what's funny about that? As far as yardage is concerned, Winston is top 10. Right now. Winston is top 10 right now as far as passing yardage. Matter of fact, he's top 5. He's over Tom Brady. Hey, look it up. In passing yards, he's over Tom Brady, actually. He will never be what any of the people that he's listed with will be at the end of their career. But also understand that he's got all them damn passing yards because we always playing from behind. And those are those gimme yards, those garbage time yards. But he's racking them up. Jameis Winston has 130 passer rating when under pressure. You know what? I got you. I feel you on that. If that's the case, why he throw so many interceptions? If he can, because the nut huggers is telling me that he need a better offensive line, right, and he'll be perfect. If he the best quarterback under pressure, which I've seen that reported, then why can't he play under pressure? I don't understand how that is. X plus Y don't equal Z in that sentence. Rookies have success for a year, and then what? You know what? They have success for a year, then they get figured out, and then that's when you need expert coaching to help them progress. I think we have that. So we get a rookie to come in here and win us 10 games or 9 games, great. And then guess what we got on our staff? The quarterback whisperer. So let's do it. He don't throw his wide receivers open. Yeah, that's one of his many problems. He definitely don't throw his wide receivers open. And then even sometimes when they do, they don't catch it. But he don't do that. He throw it right to him, and he don't look them off like it's crazy. Said we passed on Cook. Yeah, we passed on Cook. Yeah, we did, but it is what it is on that one. We good at running back. We straight. Said these young quarterbacks may not be Tom Brady, but imagine a Lawrence or a Hurts with the coach in the VAC. That's what I'm saying. Even Tom Moore, that's what I'm saying. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine these rookie quarterbacks having a pretty good year, and then they got BA head coaching them. Oh, he could turn them into something. He might have a 130 passer rating under pressure, but he can't do the easy stuff. He holds the ball too long. He stares wide receivers down and like, yeah, that's exactly what he do. They were showing some replays the other day on NFL Network, and they show how Jameis Winston did not take his eyes off his his primary target one time. He snapped the ball, took a 5-step drop, watched him run the whole route, and then threw the ball. And guess what happened to that ball? Pick. He don't look off no safety or nothing, man. It's like these fundamentals and these mechanics. He get under pressure, he just throw them out the window. Oh, that baseball trainer. Ooh, Shamir, you might have bought some. Ooh, bro, I ain't think about that. I ain't think about that. That baseball. I'm gonna have to look into that. You brought something up. That baseball training. I gotta go look at some things. You just brought something up. I want to see how he was playing baseball now, and see if he got some mechanics that he's brought into the NFL. And I know he's been in here 5 years, so they should be gone, but maybe not. I gotta look at that. That might be something. Yeah, we'll see if BA stay, man. Yeah, man, LeVar, we can still make the playoffs, of course. We still got it, man. We got time to fix it. We can make the playoffs. We still can. Jameis got to play out of his goddamn mind. Jameis got to play out of his damn mind. And that damn cornerback position has got to get fixed. And now it's left for us for free agency or these guys to just step the hell up. And maybe they will. Sometimes, these coaching staffs, this is their first season together. I mean, their first season with us. So they might have needed this bye week to kind of sit back and self-scout. And they should come out with a new attitude. This Tennessee Titan game is way more important than y'all may even realize. It's extremely important. That this Tennessee Titan game is everything right now. They need to come out and whoop the Titans. The Titans don't need to be in this game at all. It needs to be a full-fledged ass whooping. I'm talking a ass whooping, and we can't let them come back. Like, we need to whoop their ass and then keep them down. Like, it needs to be like 35-10, like that kind of ass whooping. If it's a 35-10 ass whooping, then I'm going to start to believe that they made some key adjustments. But then I need to see them do it against a real team. Yeah, Shimmy, I'm gonna look into that because I ain't, nobody brought that up. You the first person to bring up that baseball shit. That's some interesting shit, man. I'm gonna have to look that up. That's some interesting shit though. Come thinking about how he, like his approach to the quarterback position, his throwing mechanics, his vision, his decision making. I gotta really look into this. I'm gonna have to look it up though. Went on a run. It's a slew of away games. One of those teams was the Seahawks too, by the way. Yeah, yep. You right. You right. Oh yeah, we do got him this year, man. We're gonna see. His stride is way too long. See, that's what I'm saying. I got to look at that, man. I got to look at that. Yeah, his post routes. Yeah, I gotta look at that, man. That you brought up something. With JPP back, it might be an extra energy we need up front. Hopefully the boys can work some magic with these DBs. Yeah. So outside of putting Shaq back at linebacker and making him stand up and off the line, I don't know how the hell he gonna work JPP because you can't put JPP in at defensive tackle, man, because you got Vita Vea and Dominican Sue in there. You got Carl Nassib on one side and you can put JPP on the other side. But we supposed to be running a 3-4 hybrid defense. And you put Shaq Barrett back at the linebacker. I don't know, man. I don't know what we're going. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how he going. I don't know how he gonna do this. That's gonna be interesting. I don't know how he gonna play this with JPP back. So we'll see. All right, y'all. I'm getting out of here, man. That's an hour. I've been on here running my damn mouth. I will see y'all on Sunday, man. Y'all watch this game and let's see. Sunday tells the tales. Appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Appreciate y'all showing up to Tampa 2. We climbing. We steady climbing. Y'all know one thing about Tampa 2. Whether I'm wrong or right, I'm going to tell the truth. And the last thing I'm going to say, in case you missed it, don't let nobody tell you how to be a fan. Because they ain't the authority on being a fan. You be whatever type of fan you want to be. It's your money and it's your time. Tampa 2, man. Hooligans. Peace.